I keep getting roped into manual labor projects by my GF and her family and I hate it. My girlfriend and I have been together for about a year. She is great. The problem is she and her entire family never chills. I don't feel like I fit in at all. For context, she is a hairstylist. In her off time, she has gardens and is constantly working on a project. She likes to find old furniture by the road in the rich neighborhood and completely redo it. She is really good at it and can make it very nice, but she is constantly doing something. Her entire family is like this. Her sister, 31, and Bill have a whole ass farm. Apparently the sister has some sort of fancy goats she breeds that go for thousands a goat. She does goat shows and stuff. They have huge gardens, just massive. Tons of bird-type animals, chickens, turkeys, peafowl, etc. Her husband is a welder and makes good money and their parents love him. The sister also constantly has projects going. Does pottery, paints, makes baskets, etc. Constantly something. I've gotten roped into digging potatoes and other gardening ventures as well as building a whole fence. However, they do give us a lot of free food and are very generous, so I try to not complain. Her brother, same thing, works construction, gets off, has gardens and tons of projects he's always doing. I've found myself randomly clearing land a few times with him. Their dad is also the same way. Constantly has a project going. Works construction. Just constantly something. The rest of their family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc., also does this. There is constantly something going on and they all do blue-collar type work. At any given time on weekends or in the evening, someone will call needing help with something and all of a sudden I'm doing manual labor for a random family member. We can't even go by her parents' house without me getting roped into something. Just last weekend we went to drop off something and next thing I knew I was putting metal roofing on a lean-to that I had no idea they were even planning to make. I didn't even have any hand tools until I met her. I didn't need them, I just call someone. I don't pretend to be one of these guys. I don't know how to do any of that and I don't want to. I work a desk job and when I get off I want to play video games. That's about it. I didn't have this type of family. My dad never did any of this. He just called someone. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I need something done, they are there and have completely built me a shed for the lawnmower and a few other things within a couple of hours, better than I ever would have and cheaper. So I appreciate that, but I just don't fit in here. I really like my girlfriend and her family is nice enough. I don't think they really like me, but they are always nice. I'm just not sure if this is what I want. The stress of never knowing what's going to happen with these people and constantly being put in situations like this is kind of getting to me. My girlfriend doesn't get it. I've asked her to just go without me several times because I don't want to end up doing manual labor. We have argued and fought over it a lot because it just keeps happening and she goes along with it even if we had plans, so then we have to cancel what we were going to do to help them. I hate it. I'm not sure what to do. If I stay, I know this will be my life. These people have no chill. TDLR, my girlfriend and her family constantly have projects and I keep getting roped into them. I hate it. Edit, I'm not saying these people are bad or anything. They are the nicest people I've ever met. They don't care who you are or what color or if you even speak English. If you need help, they are the kind to complete go all in. All hands on deck kind of people. There has been several times that a storm has come through or something has happened and my girlfriend is explaining to me how she knows this person or whatever, so they are basically kin and we help kin. We show up and there is 40 people and a bunch of tractors and people working in it. WTF to do. I'm just in the way. She just walks up to someone and then walks back and tells me where to go. This kind of stuff happens often. Or if it's planting season, it isn't just everyone plants their garden and moved on. No, everyone plants everyone's garden and helps, and then we all end up at her sister's place with 40 other people doing farm work. Then when it's time to harvest again, all hands on deck everywhere. Go from place to place, then to her sister's. I mean, I get tons of food out of it, but it's work and it what to do on a damn farm. But if we need something, I can count on them to show. A storm threw a tree into my place, and by the time I started figuring out what all needs to be done, there were 40 people in the yard and her dad directing everything. It was done so fast it's ridiculous. I mean, these people are real good about helping, but I get roped into this helping and it what to do with any of it. I just want to chill. There is no chill with them though. Comment. Honestly, I think you won't be compatible long term. I had always dated women who were busy with stuff like this and came from families that had a ton of stuff on the go all the time. Then I met my wife who does what I do when we have time off. We quietly read, nap, talk, or go off on our own to our own little quiet hobbies. For her, it's working out. For me, it's wrenching on a project car. My God. I never knew how good downtime could be with a woman who is on the same wavelength as you. I feel zero stress with her at night or weekends. We don't rush around. We plan and ensure we don't need to do 6 different things in 8 different places, etc. I love it. Think long and hard about a future life with a family like this. You are not a match. Like, that's the deal. Her family does this because they like it, because it keeps them close. Like, this is how they interact as a family. Does someone need help? Let's all jump in. Everyone helps and everyone is helped. It's a nice dynamic, but if you don't like it, there's no harm in that either. Find a girl who wants to game and call a plumber when the toilet is broken and hire a carpenter the next time you need a shed. No one is wrong, you are just not a match. It just sounds like you are not compatible. I am more like you and I think I would find this kind of life exhausting. But your partner is not going to change and neither is her family. They do these things together and it will be weird for them if you don't come. You might be able to reach a compromise where you don't go every time or even not at all. You just need to decide if you are happier with her but doing these things or would be happier single, spending your free time how you like, or maybe with someone who enjoys spending their free time as you do. I think more than that will be the question of whether his GF can be happy with someone that wants to relax rather than get more things done. What does success look like for OP? For a lot of us, it means being able to chill out a bit more, let some professionals deal with some of the manual things we're not enjoying. It seems likely that success for his GF involves just as much continuous doing. I know a couple of people who have this continuous energy. One buzzes here and there helping out family members, and just enjoys being needed and being helpful. Another built a business, sold it, retired, converted a barn, redid some flats, sold them, bought a cottage to relax in, got bored, bought some barns that were falling down and is renovating them from nothing. They can be great as a spouse, just doing so much, but if they expect you to be like this too, they will never be content with you stopping. OP needs to have a serious talk to make his GF aware and find out why. Yeah, 100%, and I would tell his partner the same thing. Would she be happier to enjoy spending their free time busy and working on projects? Neither of these people can mold each other to what they want, and unless they can truly reach a compromise about doing things separately, that doesn't end with her family always wondering where he is and maybe judging. The only other option is to be constantly forced for one to do something they don't want to do or break up. Story 2. My GF of 12 years has a crush on her coworker. I have been dating my girlfriend Anna since middle school. We're both each other's firsts BTW. We recently graduated from university, both with good career paths, and have been living together for 3 years. Anna started working July of this year and had a fairly rough start. She became friends with this older guy called William who's been working there for 10 years, and they kinda just hit it off as coworkers. They started texting each other a bit outside of work around September, because he was having marriage problems and wanted someone to talk to. I really didn't mind it at first and thought it was nice of Anna to be supportive. But today, while trying to update a game on Anna's computer so we could play together, Messenger opened with the startup and I couldn't help myself to snoop a little. Apparently, for the past few weeks, she's been flirting with him, fairly explicitly. William even sent her a picture of his nude torso to show off his ABS, and Anna answering that she would jump on him next time they saw each other at work. The vibe I got was that it's just banter, but with some inappropriate connotations. When she got home from work today, I confronted her about it. She admitted that she has a crush on her coworker, but she never did anything physical. She never intended to and thought the flirting would just fizzle out after a bit. She told me that she's really sorry for what she did and that it was completely selfish of her to only think about herself during these events. I felt deeply hurt by all of this and packed my things. She tried really hard to stop me from leaving, but I just couldn't stay. I just can't believe she would disrespect the 12 years we've committed to each other for some flirting with a married man who has a wife and kid. It got really late and had nowhere to go, so I booked a room in a hotel near work. I couldn't bring myself to go back home to my parents because I know they'd never let me see her again if I told them what happened. A part of me really wants to give her a second chance and meet with her tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be going back to a relationship that's already been soured. I don't know what I should do. Should I go back to my parents? Should I give Anna a second chance? Am I overreacting? Help? Comment. It's just a matter of few drinks or her friend pushing all the right buttons at right time and things will go further. She may believe that she had everything under control, but that's not true. The first instance, a guy she works with started giving her attention and she kept on expanding her boundaries and letting that guy in. Ask yourself, or her if you want, if she will have been okay if the roles were reversed. If the answer is no, then she is not an innocent party as she is claiming to be, since she was doing the thing that she herself would have not been okay if the roles were reversed. If she only spoke to you when you confronted her like this, she was never going to tell you about anything that happened, flirting, or more. That's not the kind of person you can rely on. You deserve someone committed to you, not someone exploring her options like this because she's secure in the knowledge that she has you as backup. Bro, you've been with a girl since you were 13. Lot of fish in the sea. She clearly is open to exploring, just doesn't want to lose you while doing it. She's going to itch that scratch at some point. Since 25, I've made a lot of life changes. You both see eye to eye on a future wherever you are located. Before you rush into anything, take some time to think about this. Hear me out. This is a person you've known 12 years, not a few months. Yes, she made a huge mistake with this crush, but then again, she hasn't engaged in a full-blown affair either, as it sounds like it hasn't gotten that far. Try couples therapy. At least give that a few months worth of sessions before you throw in the towel. That would be my approach. Best of wishes to you both. My ex-wife told me this constantly. How her dad cheated, how her sister cheated, and how she felt that was disgusting. All the way until she had her own affair. I dunno, maybe cheating runs in the family? I always say now, once a cheater, always a cheater. Emotional cheating, even without the physical part, is still cheating. You're better off finding someone that would never do this. The trust is broken with her now. And now she knows she has to hide it better in the future. That's the only lesson that she's learned. I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up with her coworker in a few months. I feel bad for his wife and kid. Optimistic. Think of it this way, she knows he's married, she knows he has children, yet she still did what she did. Crushes are crushes, and choices are choices. She chose to do what she did. Your 12 years together is never come into the choice she made. Now you have a choice, and only you can make it, but personally, there is no second chance, as who knows when she'll have feelings for someone else down the road, as she has now proven to be untrustworthy. Good luck, OP.